Welcome in everybody to the McLean County Farms as they present Monster Truck Mayhem in the Mud, and we have got 6 of our best monster trucks ready to throw down for some freestyle competition here tonight. Our freestyle lineup is completely stacked. The Gravedigger, Tailgator, Destroyer, Bustin Loose, Outlaw, and Eradicator are all here ready to throw down. Up first, we're going to be taking a look at Bustin Loose out of Conroe, Texas, ready to freestyle here tonight. Not to mention, it's going to be the debut of the brand new Tailgator machine, looking to make some new fans out here in the mud. Then the all-new Destroyer is set to make its debut here tonight, looking to put on a great performance. Also, we're going to be taking a look at the Outlaw machine, the old Super Winch powered forward, ready to throw down. Also here tonight in our field is the return of Gravedigger. They won out here last time in freestyle. Can they do it again? And last but certainly not least, Eradicator, all the way out of Pennsylvania, ready to throw down for some Monster Truck Mayhem freestyle here at the McLean County Farm. And up first, we're going to be taking a look at Bustin Loose. And folks, I gotta say, it has been raining all day here at this event. It's a complete quagmire out there on the track here at the McLean County Farm. But right now, Bustin Loose out here trying to put on a great freestyle performance. As you see him sliding around down there in the mud, gonna blast through the camper one time, trying to put on a great show. So the traction here tonight is a little harem-scarum. These guys are gonna be sliding all around, so the two-wheel skills may be a little bit limited, but these guys are going to try to do the best they can. How about Bustin Loose now, sending it over the big jump in the center of the track, getting some nice air, sliding it around one more time. Going to go through what was left of that camper on top of that dirt mound one more time over the bus stack. And again, these drivers are going to do the best that they can do inside of the mud here at the McLean County Farm. So far, so good out of Bustin Loose. He's holding it together. He's got some decent momentum going out here, trying to keep the truck lined up for the jumps without sliding out of bounds too much. And he goes backside over that bus stack one more time. Looks like we might have got a donut. No, he just spun out right there on the big end. He's going to go one more time up and over the center. Now big time air out of Bustin Loose, and he almost tags the wall. I think he may have grabbed it, but he's going to line up for the not Morgan & Morgan backflip. Nice successful leap right there. Almost got a little less rotation than he wanted, but nonetheless he does pull it out. Bustin Loose putting on a great show here tonight inside of the rain at the McLean County Fair. Gonna whip into some donuts real quick. 15 seconds left on the clock. There he goes into some cyclones now. Bustin Loose absolutely laying down a clinic as the first truck out here in tonight's freestyle lineup, and he's gonna wrap it up right there in the center of the track, sliding to a halt. And that was an awesome run to get us started here at the McLean County Farms. Looking back at some of the highlights, the backside over that bus stack was pretty good. He got some nice air off of that little sky wheelie right there on the double stack of cars. Then right here, blasted through the camper, through the barrels, putting on a spectacular show. And again, the traction coming into play for some of these drivers. Lines up for the not Morgan & Morgan backflip right there. Didn't quite get enough rotation, but he does pull it out nonetheless. In and out the show here tonight with some awesome cyclones down inside of the mud. Let's head over to our judges zone here tonight. Highest score you can achieve is a 30, and he's going to wrap it up with a 22 to get us started here in the mud for Monster Truck Mayhem Freestyle. So one truck down, we still got 5 more to go. And coming up next, we're taking a look at the all-new Tailgator machine, ready to put on a freestyle in the mud, coming out with a bang here. Some big-time air. Tailgator, first time out here on the channel. Hopefully he can lay down a solid freestyle run. He's already got a lot of momentum. He's just got to hope he doesn't get himself in trouble sliding around here on this track. It is muddy and it is slick. And as you see him getting a little broadside right there, brings it back around over the bus stack with some big-time air. Oh, look out, he's in trouble now. He barrel rolls the truck, brings it back around on all 4 tires that are not BKT, thank goodness. But right now, backside over the bus, and he's keeping a good job with this momentum. I'm really impressed with the debut so far. The Tailgator's laying down a solid freestyle performance. Going to hit the pod with the barrels blasting on through. Lining up for the not Morgan & Morgan backflip. He's out of shape and brings it around. An incredible job by Tailgator. The fans are going nuts here at the McLean County Farms. They're sticking it out through the mud. He's in trouble. Can he save it? Brought it around. What a job by Tailgator. An incredible debut for this brand new truck. And he is just laying down the law. He got a little crossed up right there. He probably had to collect himself after that wild save. Nice sky wheel. He blasted through the RV as he's going to backside this band stack one more time. He's got about 25 seconds left in his freestyle, sliding around through the mud, but he's carrying a lot of great momentum, and that's what we'd like to see here in this freestyle competition. And right now, he's got about 15 seconds left. Big time air up and over the pod. Back now over the vans. He's in trouble. What a ride for Tailgator. He lands it on the cab of the truck We got to go back and take another look at that in the highlights, but how about the debut for the all-new Tailgator machine here at the Monster Truck Mayhem Freestyle competition right here. We thought he was going over early. He clipped the RV, and he ended up barrel rolling the truck. Luckily, he brought it back around. Better to be lucky than good sometimes, I guess. And then right here, the not Morgan & Morgan backflip is all crossed up. The right rear took a heck of a shot right there as he brought it around and then launches up. This is when we thought we was going over again. Brought it up on the nose. He did tag the fence, the barricade right there. And then right here is when it took him out. Launches up and over the backside of the buses. Sets it on the side of the truck. What a rough hit. He had about 8 seconds left on the clock as we head over to our judges zone right now. We got an 8, 8, and a 10. So it's going to be a total of 26 for the all-new Tailgator, and that will put him in the lead over Bustin Loose here tonight as we move along for truck number 3 inside of our competition. And right now, we're taking a look at Airman Dan's ride, the Chevy S10, better known as Destroyer, based out of Michigan, ready to throw down an awesome freestyle for his debut here on the MTM YouTube channel. And we also want to hear back from you guys as well, watching along with us. What was your favorite era of monster trucks? Be sure to comment down below, and we'll see if we can get those trucks on this channel. How about that leap batter Destroyer now? Up and over the pot, a nice sky wheel. He sets it down. He tried to lock it up right there for a stoppie. Now the not Morgan & Morgan backflip, almost a short rotation as he hit the front of the truck, able to keep it right side up. Destroyer out here. That was an impressive combination. One more time, up and over the backside of those buses. A nice job here so far. The Destroyer machine and Tailgator with some awesome debuts. Some big time air crosses up now. Can he save it? An incredible job by the Chevy S10 out here in Destroyer. Keeping it right side up. That's hard to do. This track, again, is so slick out here. The mud is really taking a toll. You see him skating around there, getting a little broadside, and he's holding it together so far. Blasted through the barrels. A spectacular effect. The fans absolutely love it, and he's doing a great job so far. He's got about 25 seconds left in the freestyle run. Destroyer really letting it all hang out here tonight. He's got to beat out Tailgator, which put up a phenomenal score for his debut. One more time over the pod now. Some big time air. Hitting the not Morgan & Morgan backflip once again. Hard hit on the right rear. He was a little cattywampus, much like we saw Tailgator earlier tonight. You see him sliding around right there trying to get lined up. That's the problem we're having out here. They're trying to get squared up off of these jumps, and they're still skating around. And that right there will wrap up the run as he skates it to a stop here in tonight's freestyle. How about Destroyer's debut as we go back and look at these highlights? The combo right here, sky wheelie, and then he sets it on down. He tried to get a stoppie out of it, and again, the slickness of the track stopped him from doing it. And then the not Morgan & Morgan backflip, he come up short on the rotation. That's why you see it go towards the back tires like that. Then the big time air right here. Huge leap out of Destroyer, combos it up. We thought he was going over, but able to pull out an incredible save for the Destroyer machine. And then the final combo of the run. Those 3 barrels went about 5 acres into the lot back there, and then he comboed it up again with a nice not Morgan & Morgan backflip. Awesome job and debut for the Destroyer machine. Looking back at the scores, it's going to be 8, 8, and a 9, a total of 25. He's going to be 1 point shy of what Tailgator just did, so that will put him in second place, right behind Tailgator and just above Bustin Loose as we look at the overall scores so far. And again, we just mentioned Tailgator came out with a ball of fire. He is your current leader in tonight's freestyle competition, alongside Destroyer with 25 points so far and Bustin Loose at 22. But we still got 3 more trucks to go, and coming up next is the Outlaw machine. A lot of the MTM fans told us earlier tonight in the pit party they're excited to see the return of Outlaw. Let's see what he's got in tonight's freestyle. Some big time air right out of the gate. He comes crossed up on the pod, and Outlaw ready to throw it down here tonight in freestyle. He's already watched Bustin Loose, Destroyer, and Tailgator go, so he knows what he's got to do. He's already keeping up a lot of great momentum, skating that truck around. More big time air out of the Outlaw machine. Awesome job so far. He's got a minute 10 left on the clock, plenty of time to keep up with a solid freestyle. Nice sky wheelie, sets it on the tailgate on the downside of that jump. And again, I can't mention enough how much momentum he's got. More big time air. The Outlaw is absolutely burning it down here at the McLean County Farm, blasted through the RV. And for the conditions of this track so far, you can't say enough. These drivers have been really holding it together, sliding these trucks around out here inside of the mud as Outlaw looks to be lining up for the not Morgan & Morgan backflip. He hits a little crossed up but sets it back down on all 4 not BKT tires. An incredible job so far. Again, the momentum absolutely phenomenal. Some big time air. The combination sets it on the tailgate, rides it back down on the wheelie bar on the downside. Cross threads up now on the bus stack. Now he's getting a little out of shape now. Can he save it? An awesome job by Outlaw, keeping it shiny side up. An awesome save. The fans came unglued. He's got about 18 seconds left here tonight in Freestyle, sliding the truck around. Let's see what he's got in the final moments here at the McLean County Farm as he lines it up one more time for a backside on the bus stack. Huge leap over the cars, and he's going to slide it right there to shut down the run. About 4 seconds left on the clock. They aren't going to stress about that. An awesome run, absolutely burned it down here at the McLean County Farm. Looking back at the highlights, some big air. That was the first leap in his freestyle run. Awesome job. One more time, a huge sky wheelie, sets it on the tailgate. And again, talking about the momentum that he carried out here in his freestyle, got a little squirreled up now over the pod. He combos it up, however. He gets up here on the bus stack. Nice maneuver, keeps it on the shiny side up so far. And then right here, he lines up for the not Morgan & Morgan backflip. Again, another truck hits it, and he's a little squirreled off. He's not square with it, but it could be due to the fact that it's raining out here. And then to the point of no return, he thought he was going over, but he brought it back around, continuing on with the freestyle run. Awesome job here tonight by the Outlaw. Heading over to the judges zone and see what they thought about this freestyle run. Looking at the score, it's a 9, 9, and a 9. He's got triple nines for a total of 27. He is your new overall leader in tonight's freestyle competition. But up next here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it's the return of the Gravedigger. They won freestyle out here the last time we had a video on the channel. He's coming out with a bang, a big leap out of the Gravedigger. We'll see what he's got. If he's got enough to knock Outlaw out of the hot seat. And we'll see if the Gravedigger can do it again. Trying to keep up that momentum in this rainy, muddy mess. He's got his hands full. We'll see what he can do to outdrive Outlaw here tonight. One more time over the center pod. Again, you see the truck's getting all squirrely out there. It is slick. And Gravedigger having a little hard time, but he's got a lot of great momentum. One more time over the pod now. All kind of crossed up. Gonna hit the van stack. Oh, he's a little crossed up there. He brings it around on two wheels. An incredible save by the Gravedigger. Keeping up that momentum. 55 seconds left on the clock. Another big time leap. Try to ride out a wheelie. He's in trouble. He turns it over. Can he save it? He is over the Gravedigger. 49 seconds left on the clock. And that's not going to do him any favors in the judges' eyes. He came out with like a ball of fire. Look at the air and the long leap that he took in the Gravedigger. One time through the RV now, he gets a little spun out, keeps it under control, doesn't hit the fence. Combo Nation right here. He goes up and over the pod. And look at the chassis going to work right there. That suspension is absolutely phenomenal. Right here, we thought he was going to go over again. Puts it on a bicycle. Rides it out, the Gravedigger, keeping it shiny side up. But right here, he tried to ride out a slab wheelie. Hit the corner of that pod and just gave him a bad bounce. And over he goes again with 49 seconds left on the clock. And I really don't think the scores are going to be all too high. 5, 5, and a 5, a total of 15. That's disappointing for Team Gravedigger. Again, they rolled over early with 49 seconds left on the clock. So Outlaw still your leader. And we have got one truck left to go. It's the debut freestyle for Eradicator out here at the McLean County Farm. Let's see what he's got for us here tonight inside of the mud. Gonna skate it around down there on the big end of the track. Blasted through the RV now. Eradicator trying to put on a great show. He already saw what Tailgator, Gravedigger, and Outlaw did. They laid down some phenomenal runs. And again, unfortunately, Gravedigger rolled over a little too early. So Outlaw still your overall leader with that phenomenal run that he had. And so far, Eradicator is absolutely throwing it down. Crosses him down on that small car stack. We'll see what he's got. Backsides the buses now. Big leap. And again, trying to keep that momentum up inside of this mud pit. And so far, so good. Gets a little harem scarum over that first jump right there as he launches back over the pod. Might be lining up for the not Morgan & Morgan backflip. Excellent job. Sets it on the back end. Luckily, he didn't break a rear tie rod. So far, so good. 45 seconds left on the clock for Eradicator. He's going to try to stick it on a stoppie. He pulls it out in the mud. Awesome job. He got the tires to bite down there inside of the mud. That's probably because they're not BKTs. He got the job done out here. Hard lick on the side. He kicks it on the bicycle. Brings it back around. How about Eradicator out here in tonight's freestyle competition? So far, so good. A lot of great highlights so far. And he's absolutely burning it down here at the McLean County Farms. Again, 20 seconds now left on the clock. Slides the truck around. More big-time air over the bus stack. And looks like we're going to get some Eradicator donuts down here in the mud. Awesome job so far. 10 seconds now left on the clock. Sets it on the tailgate. What a leap right there. Sky wheelie over the center stack. Launches it back now up and over that center jump. Sliding it around. Is he going to call today? No, he's going to backside the buses one more time. The clock has expired. He has filled out the time, and that right there, he slides it to an end. We'll wrap up the run for Eradicator. An awesome debut in the Monster Truck Mayhem freestyle competition. A nice leap right there over the bus stack as we look back at the highlights. Blast on through the camper and the barrels. The fans love it. And we look back at this highlight right here. He combos this up. Huge leap over the pod. slide, almost taking out the fence. An incredible job throughout this run. Then the Not Morgan & Morgan backflip, hard lick on the back rear tires. Luckily enough, the equipment was strong enough to hold up that landing. And then right here, he sets it on the rear tires again, able to grab brake and put it up into a stoppie. The first one of those we've seen all night out here in this mud pit. One more time over the backside of that bus deck with some great air. And then he comes to an end right here with this final leap. Look at him set it on the wheelie bar. An incredible jump right there by Eradicator here tonight in the mud. Looking over to the judges' zone, we're going to take a look at their scores. It's a 9-9 and an 8. He's going to be 1 point short of the Outlaw machine. Eradicator is going to be tied with Tailgator here in tonight's freestyle competition. As we look at the overall leaderboard, your winner here tonight is going to be Outlaw with a score of 27. Right behind him in second and third place, it's going to be Tailgator and Eradicator with 26 points. And fourth place, Destroyer. An awesome debut here tonight with 25 points. Right behind him, Bustin Loose with 22. And Gravedigger in last place here tonight after not filling the clock with a total score of 15. But ladies and gentlemen, your winner here tonight at the McLean County Farms inside of the mud pit is the Outlaw. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for joining us here on the Monster Truck Mayhem YouTube channel. We hope you enjoyed tonight's freestyle competition down and dirty in the mud here at the McLean County Farms. Thank you, everybody, for your continued support of this channel. Be sure, if you have not already, crush that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road.